Good morning, good people. Welcome to another edition of Double Innocence with your boy E-Dub, dropping gems and taking absolutely zero prisoners. Now, NCAA men's tournament, UCONN are the champs. Yes, sirree, yes, sirree, yes, sirree. And I feel good about that because of the mere fact of the matter that UCONN's the team I picked to win the entire thing. Even when I start to feel a little unsteady about my pick, because I wasn't sure about the center position. I thought that Edie was going to really eat the big man from UConn up. So I was a little unsteady with that particular pick, but I stuck with UConn. And I'm happy I did because UConn overall was the better team. Purdue had the better big man. UConn had the better team. For the big man for Purdue, he, like I told you guys before, he's ready for the NBA. The sky's the limit for that cat. Unfortunately, he wasn't able to close the deal and finish his career, his college career with a title. But there can't be anything taken away from that young man. He's going to be a force to reckon with in the NBA. He's NBA ready. He's ready to start. Well, maybe not start, come off of the bench and get some real minutes on any NBA roster. Depending on what NBA team, depending on which NBA team he would go to, he might be able to start. Look out for big things from this cat in the NBA. Now, I have to take this opportunity to address a couple of individuals on these YouTube streets. Because I made a prediction about the women's finals. The NCAA women's finals. Not to mention that the two teams that I picked to be in that finals were actually the two teams that made the finals. I predicted that Iowa was going to win the championship. South Carolina ended up doing what they had to do. But for some strange reason, that seems to give a lot of people on these YouTube streets the impression that when you make a wrong prediction, you have no idea what you're talking about. And I asked these individuals, what makes you guys any kind of experts on anything? If you really check out the YouTube streets, everything is based upon an opinion. So what makes your opinion any more important than mine? I'm just curious. I had a lot of people on my comment section, and you guys got to understand, I'm built for this. I enjoy that particular part of it. I mean, because and the main reason why I enjoyed it this point in time was because the comments that people were saying, they weren't 100% disrespectful. So because they weren't 100% disrespectful, hey, you were shooting your opinion and I was giving back mine. That's all it is. I mean, you guys have to understand one thing. In a championship game, there's going to be two teams. That means there's going to be one winner and one loser. So no matter how much you guys think you know the game, regardless of anything, it's still a 50% chance for both teams to win. That's all it is. And for those particular individuals that want to stand on the fact of the matter that I don't know what I'm talking about, okay, you might have a little bit of an argument, because even when I started talking about the NCAA women's division, I said this is my first year following it from beginning to end. So that's okay. I'll take that. But you guys will never make me feel like I don't know anything about the game. We had the men's division. And if you go back and look at any one of my videos, I picked UConn and Purdue to be in the finals. I'm going to say it again. Who are the two teams in the finals? I'll wait. I said UConn was going to win the finals. Just out of curiosity. Who won last night? I'll wait. Now, at least I got my predictions right on the men's division, which is something I've been following since I'm a kid. And I'll be honest with you, if we're being honest, this is the first year that I've gotten both teams right in the finals. This is the first year that my prediction came down to exactly what I said it was going to be. But I know a lot of people fill out their brackets. I know it's a yearly ritual, at least for myself, and there's a lot of people that enjoy March Madness as much as I do. So they take pride in their brackets. Some people do it on a wider scale. But that being said, how many people actually have a perfect bracket? Because in my lifetime, I've met nobody that's had a perfect bracket. So do all these other people know nothing at all about basketball also? If we were to follow your theory about the knowledge of the sport, all these individuals, and we're talking about everybody in the world, ex-athletes, ex-this, ex-that, pros, whatever the case may be, who's ever filled out a bracket of 64 teams, and people have had their bracket busted in the first week, does that mean nobody knows anything about basketball? And I'm going to take it one step further. Why is it that there's a whole bunch of geniuses that know a hell of a lot about a game and who's going to win a game after the game has been played? Where were all you geniuses before the game was with your predictions, with your wonderful genius predictions about how South Carolina is a #1 team and all this type of stuff? Where were all you guys then? But no, you wait for a game to be played where I know a lot of you guys that might have had USC winning that game were very, very nervous in the first quarter of that game with the way in which Iowa started. Yes? But here it is. All we have is a bunch of Albert Einsteins on the street talking about the knowledge of what they know and what other people don't know. It's okay. You know what? This past weekend, we had the women's championship and the men's championship. My prediction was wrong for the women's championship. My prediction was 100% right for the men's championship. I'm okay with those odds. I'm good with that. I didn't lose an ounce of sleep over it. Because at the end of the day, they're just my predictions. And I'm no better than no man. I'll be right on some of my predictions and I'll be wrong on some of my predictions. And when I'm wrong, I'll own being wrong on it. I'd said it before and I'm going to say it again. I had picked Iowa to win, but not because I thought Iowa was a better team. I had picked Iowa to win, not because I thought Iowa was the better team. Now, the reason why I picked it, like I said, go back and watch that video. It explains it in the video, the reason why I picked Iowa to win. Iowa lost. Life goes on. I am happy as hell that USC won. I just did not think that a team that went undefeated for an entire season was going to be able to win the championship. Because the fact of the matter that there's always something that gets messed up when somebody's trying to make history. If it's through calls from the referees, if it's phantom fouls, whatever it may have been. That's the reason why I really did not think that USC was gonna be able to finish it. You think I'm disappointed that they did? Get realistic, people. Get realistic. And when you pick two teams to be in the finals and those teams actually make the finals, and then you pick one of those teams to win and that team doesn't win, that doesn't mean you don't know nothing about the game. That just means that you made a choice and you chose the wrong team. It's that simple. So there's none of you individuals out here that are going to make me feel any less of a man. None of you. I said I was going to entertain all the negative lashback and all that stuff that you guys had to say for 48 hours. Today is 48 hours. So now I'm moving on. Honestly speaking, because I can't keep talking about a game that was played 2 days ago. No, I'm on to UCONN. I'm on to the one that I actually picked. I'm on to the men's division that I've been following since I'm a kid. Plain and simple. The women's division, I will be following a hell of a lot more. Why? Because I think that they finally got it right. They finally started covering more, and that means that we know a lot more players that are playing now. Like Juju, I know about her. She's gonna be a force to reckon with. You have the young lady that plays for UCONN, number 5. I don't remember. I believe her name is Brooke, another Brooke. She's gonna be another force to reckon with. You got the USC team that has a whole bunch of young players. The girl that came out and hit all those threes, number 5 for that squad. Wow. There's a possibility that USC is going to win next year again. And that's a prediction I'm making. So what? Because I made that prediction today, and if by chance USC doesn't win next year, that means, again, I know nothing about the game. Share, like, and subscribe, people. Share, like, and subscribe. For all of you individuals that have been rocking with me from the get-go, you know I got nothing but love for you. For all you new individuals that have joined my channel as of recently, I thank you guys, I welcome you guys, and I hope you guys enjoy everything you're hearing here. And for you trollers, keep doing what you're doing, because you know what? All you're doing is making me a stronger individual. Double the innocence with your boy E-Dub, and the UConn Huskies are out!